she has this wall in front of her. She doesn't communicate, she doesn't socialize. She's totally changed from her normal self. I'm very, very worried.
So, Anya, I can see that obviously the death of your friend had a devastating effect on you, and I'm assuming that you sunk to a very, very low.
Okay? Yeah.
So that you sunk to a very, very low.
Sorry,
yes?
this feels really, I don't know if this is a bit soon. It just feels a bit,
Oh, I completely understand, Mrs.
I
Finn.
think it's too soon.
I'm
sorry.
I understand.
This feels really wrong. I don't think she's ready for this.
I'm not even suggesting for the moment that Anya is ready.
Okay,
I was hoping to
maybe she
discharge
could talk
you
separately
today.
on her own, or she could, I don't know
But
if this is
Anya
the right time to talk about this.
is almost 18, so it's very important for
I
her
know,
to
do you want to
actually
be
be
here?
involved.
We're going to go on and I'll talk to I'll give you a ring.
Well, I have to actually discharge
But
you.
would that be a safe thing for us to do? Taking her home without...
Yes.
It's only from last night.
I
It's too
can
soon.
What if it happens again? I'm really concerned. I think we
We're
need to
going to
wait.
be right here. We'll talk about this together.
Mrs.
We need to talk about this.
I completely accept. No, Mrs. Quinn, excuse me, Mrs. Quinn, I can't
I'm
actually
sorry.
discharge you at the moment.
Okay. Do we have progress?
Yeah.
Yes, no? No?
Yeah.
Do we have progress here? Please?
Some,
Some?
yeah. Kind of possible work on the bond between mother and daughter, but at the expense of excluding the father.
Okay.
But, you know, I would read that the mother's intervention was timely.
And we were just forced to give her the counselling before. You know, they know that it's a dangerous situation for the daughter. So she walked out, they got to react and give her what she wants, which is counselling rather than medication and stuff. So by force a reaction.
Okay, but
Not binding to taking your solution.
okay, sorry, the lady who intervened.
I just think it's just like the day after, and her saying from what happened last night, it just seemed so soon to have such a cold, icy conversation where they clearly haven't spoken, the husband and wife haven't spoken, they haven't spoken to her, and this woman is doing all the talking. It's just way too soon, I think. Like I'm not to say that you wouldn't have to consult maybe somebody else or talk to other people, sure. And yeah, it's an unsafe period, but it's highly unsafe to have somebody who's got nothing to do with anything coming in and without them even talking. Like, it just seems.
For you, was there progress in that piece?
I think there's more progress, but I just think that was wrong there.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
It's a problem.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
Yes, I do hear.
psychiatrist,
Sorry, yes.
nothing to do with anything. She's just spent 15 or 20 years studying this, so she knows exactly the point at which to intervene right now, you know, and I would still argue that I would stop her at the point of giving the prescription and then, you know, tie her down to counselling in the school and, you know, just tie that down, but I wouldn't dismiss.
Do you want to have a go at that? Do you
Yeah.
want to see how that works out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Anya, I can see that you've suffered quite a serious trauma, and I can see that you're in a very low place. And before I can discharge you today, I just need to make sure that you're actually safe. So, Anya, I just need to ask you, if you were to go today with your mother and father, who obviously are very caring for you, are you going to try and harm something? So, Anya, I can see, and I just need to know that are you actually sleeping?
No, she's not sleeping well. No.
And on in the mornings, I mean, how do you feel in the morning? Are you able to get out of bed? Can you face the day? She's getting up in the mornings, okay?
Not had no answer.
And you're managing to get into school and things like that, are you?
Doctor, may I just
traumatized after the death of her friend. The school is providing no help to her. And while I respect you and your knowledge, I also want her to be treated not just as a brain or a medical organ. I want something to intervene for her heart. It's her heart that's most wounded here. And I need both her heart and her mind helped.
Absolutely.
That's what we both long for.
Well, in the short term, I could certainly recommend Jigsaw, for example. Have you ever been to Jigsaw? It's actually wonderful for girls just your age, and there's fantastic programs. Now, I can certainly write you a letter to you that you can bring down.
And how long will that
Well,
take?
that would be up to Jigsaw themselves, but I believe you can just drop in. But in the meantime,
And what are the programs?
well, there's actually a clinic out in Ballyban, and they're actually available as well, and actually training.
Oh, excuse me, how long is this going to take?
Well, I think you can call into Jigsaw straight away, but what I'm actually concerned most about all at the moment is there is all that health courses, counselling. I'm just concerned about what all is right now.
That's my main concern. What we can do now.
I'm very
No.
worried of letting her out this door without some actual help right now. Because Olive's in a very, very low place. She's not sleepy, she's presenting with typical symptoms. She's not sleepy, she's not eating, she's obviously deeply, deeply distressed. I actually don't think, from my medical opinion, I don't think Ollie is in a place at the moment that can actually handle talking about it. We need to get her to a level where she can actually talk about her feelings. I completely agree with the school, and I'll certainly not the school tomorrow, or be offer to get some counselling back with her, because obviously there's a lot of children in the school.
Yes.
But I
Doctor,
also
is the drug addictive?
not at all. But I'm going to just, I'm going to give you this prescription, okay?
How long is she going to be on this?
Well, we're going to start, I'll give you the prescription. I'm going to
Sorry,
give you
Doctor,
all the
she's afraid of this prescription. Could you please explain it to her?
Of course, I will.
And allay her fears.
Absolutely. Anya, what you suffered last night in all of those tablets, Anya, just listen to me. Okay. Anya, we have your best interest at heart here. What happened last night is you took an awful lot of tablets. Of course you don't. I completely understand that. But the tablets you took last night, obviously I think your stomach pump last night was very, very difficult. I'm suggesting that we wait a day or two, that you bring her home, that you watch her, you keep an eye on her, get some good solid food, and get some sleep on you. If you haven't managed, if you don't find your spirits rising at all, please get the prescription filled out and then you can take it. And once you're able, now it can be very difficult to talk about what you've been through, and what we need to get you talking about it as well. So you have the prescription there, I've given you my phone number, you can call me and we'll start working this, because obviously I'm
Doctor, in your own medical opinion, with the years of experience that you have, this is the right and
I'm
step.
absolutely convinced that it will really help you on you. It'll just raise you up. It won't make you sick on you.
And is it non-addictive?
Oh, it's completely non-addictive. It's very, very mild. And all of it is like it'll lift up what you need to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Progress? Do we have progress?
No.
No. Yes? No. No?
No.
Yes? No.
Like
Yes.
everybody's talking about how Anya isn't talking and nobody's giving Anya a chance to open her mouth. All three of them haven't shut up. And the doctor especially keeps saying how Anya needs to talk and Anya needs counselling and Anya needs this, and she isn't letting anybody get a word in edgeways.
Okay. Okay.
But also not going to open up in a group, like, they're so over, you know, I think she needs to be on her own with someone completely impartial. Just let her have her own.
Yes. Can I get
You want to be a doctor? Yeah.
No, it has to be the mother.
nurse will come over and stay with me while I speak to the parents. Will that be okay?
Well, I would be scared of leaving her all alone by herself.
No, the nurse will come and sit with her for a second.
You want to stay with the nurse?
Do you mind if we go and talk to Dr. Lynch? Is that all right?
Do you need the nurse? I'll keep an eye on you.
Mr. and Mrs. Hines, your daughter has taken a serious, has made a serious attempt on her life. And there's no guarantee that she will not do the same thing very shortly.
That's our worry.
Yes.
It's actually our main concern.
And I know you don't want to hear this, but if you want to, for the safety of your daughter, I would like to admit her to have her.
No, I'm her mother. Nobody can look after her better than I can.
Do you want your daughter to be safe?
Absolutely.
She's safe with us, with her parents.
Well, what do you miss?
We're not going to commit her. She'll never forgive us. She's 17.
You want
But
her
they
to
know
live,
better.
to be a mother, to have children, for you to be a granny?
We just want her to live. Just living would be.
Yeah, but she's taken a
And we have higher hopes than just living. We want her to be happy, and she will not be
She
happy.
can't be
Committed.
happy now because she's at risk. She's
Doctor,
at risk.
in your own medical opinion,
Yeah.
with your years of experience, you think that's the best for her this time?
Temporary.
Temporary.
only,
For how long?
For 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
And she'll
3
be
weeks.
Thank you. Okay, have we progress?
Yes.
Yes. Worse.
Well, I think it prevents the original outcome, which is probably this paper, being taken away. You know, if the mother had, in the previous intervention, taken her home, what do? You know, that she's just had her stomach pump, you know, she's just in hospital, but she's not in a position to talk yet to anybody else, so she doesn't need that time.
So you see progress?
Safe
Okay.
environment, I see progress.
Okay. Yes.
I just felt it was worse because not alone did she not have the right to speak, but the parents were actually taken out of the room, leaving her in the room, not knowing. I mean, that's totally out for a start, in my opinion.
Anybody else? Yes.
I think it was somewhat disempowering for her to be left alone. Echoing what you were saying, for the parents to be taken away, and it was like she wasn't being consulted, the parents were being consulted, and she was being treated as a patient rather than a human. So it was disempowering to her. So I mean, she's already in a very emotional state. It wasn't good to leave her on her own.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the parents probably would have been spoken to beforehand separately, very likely. But in other words, what we're showing there was what possibly would have happened to kind of put them in the picture.
Okay, so it depends on the age of the child and the consent in relation to who's having the conversation, who's being listened to. Absolutely. Yes, go on.
I don't see why the doctor couldn't have spoken exactly the same words with her there.
Okay, so in this scenario, should we run to the next scene? Can we just look and to see if any of this was spoken about? Because there's a lot of yes and no's, 50-50, yes.
Yeah. Rather than going to the next scene,
Uh-huh.
I think the worst thing that was done to her was when her friend died, they actually left her on her own. Instead of the mother and father at that stage coming in and giving her the support she needed, she got no support whatsoever, and she decided to take her own life, and that's that.
Do we know?
I think that's not
Should we look at that?
Yes.
Okay. So are we going to a particular scene?
After the girl left.